Right, it's right, you're hearing it right. Sunny Sapphire is back together with Ed Ultimo and Calvin Dolderson. We're ready for the first ever pay-per-view of 2020. Let's go, New Dawn.
Many.
such thing as a cakewalk here in the WWE.
Alright, here we go! I just introduced you to Sunny Sapphire, which is me. And of course, with me, Ed Ultimo Stars. How you doing, Ed?
Wow, so you just introduce yourself to yourself.
Yes.
Well, we're off to a really good start here in 2020 as the egomaniac known as Sunny Sapphire is once again here talking about himself. But of course, next to me is one of the BOD. It's Kelvin.
Hi, Ed. And Sonny, I hope Marcus will get his hands good on you, so you will leave the rest of the pay-per-view on the sidelines.
Listen, the only hand Marcus Phoenix is gonna lay on this body is shaking my right hand as we part ways, because I'm gonna beat him and send him out of UCW. And he can go to Bollywood or some other C-rated movie company that tries to do something with overrated stars. You know, like Disney.
Yeah, sure. I heard Marcus was trying to master a new finishing move, so I hope you're prepared for that.
Listen, Marcus Phoenix is still trying to master how to lift weights without putting steroids all over his body. So, you know, at this point, everything is fair game for him. As you see, Dyrgos with a kick to the gut and now into the spiking Hurricane Rana. Very nicely done here on Iron Bison. Iron Bison, of course, someone who has been in UCW before, guys, but up to this point, up to 2020, hasn't really shown his aggressive side, his Bison. Why they call him the Iron Bison, right?
Well, there's a reason, and that is the Iron Lariat, a move that can knock anyone down.
He did prove that against Casino on the last pay-per-view.
He did. He dismantled. And a very nice tour of the islands by Dyrgos, the Dragon of UCW, of course, joining forces together with Dylan Mason, Lewis Taylor, and Stephen Bass to form Legion of Blackguard, which you could hear coming out at the beginning of the pay-per-view. So Legion started the pay-per-view. We're going to see at the main event of Spiking Rana. If they can close it out as well, would be very nice start for Legion of Blackguard in 2020. Of course, we're going to see Marcus versus Sunny, and we're also going to see El Ultimo squaring off with Rainbow Wolf again.
And also interesting to note, all members of Legion of Blackguard have a singles match on the pay-per-view.
Yes, all four of them. Now, a very nice corkscrew. Very nicely done here by Dyrgos. You saw him turn. He went faster than the light. I almost didn't see him turning, which was very nice. And now a super kick. Super kick into the German combo. Very nicely done here. And Ed, you have observed Dyrgos for a long time. You know Iron Bison a little bit better than we do. What do you think Iron Bison can bring to UCW? Next to his Iron Lariat.
Everybody knows that I was a big fan of Dyrgos, especially when he turned on his brother. I don't think that Legion is the best option, because you both know my history with Dylan Mason, and it's not the best history. It's a nice.
And the second one was countered by Iron Bison. He turned away, but now caught by Dyrgos into the Tour of the Islands, and just like that, the Dragon of UCW retained control as he goes for the cover and a 2 count, and Iron Bison was able to kick out. I underlined you, Ed. Please continue.
Well, but the Iron Bison is... We haven't seen a lot yet from him, just a quick few matches, but not a lot of competitive matches. But in different companies, he's been around the world, and he has fought guys like Dylan Mason. He has fought guys like Dyrgos before. This is not the first time that he's in a big match.
No, that is very true indeed. He has done a lot here. He hasn't done a lot in UCW yet, but he has done a lot on other indie companies, other smaller wrestling promotions. And now we see Dyrgos, who has been incredible with a jackhammer. Very nicely done. And Dyrgos, really, he has really done his homework on the Iron Bison. And he is trying to make sure that he's the only dominating animal here in UCW, and a forearm counters what could possibly have been Dyrgos' finishing maneuver. And now Bison is signaling for the end as Dyrgos rolls to the apron. Very smart maneuver.
This is something that Dyrgos has to do, because if Iron Bison gets on a roll, No one will stop him.
It's like a train. If he catches momentum, there is no stopping the Iron Bison. And you know that of a Bison flee, a horde of Bisons is unstoppable. And now the Iron Bison with a camel clutch submission hold here on the Dragon of UCW. Let's see if that's going to be enough. No, the Dragon powers out.
Are you saying
turnbuckle.
that the Iron Bison is a horde of Bisons by himself?
Yes. It's why he distinctively earned the nickname, the Iron Bison. There's only one Iron Bison.
A horde of Bisons in,
yes.
you know, somewhere did the fusion dance.
Yes.
And turned into one Bison.
Listen, you want to take this to your nerdy fandoms, which is all fine and dandy.
I just want to
Blue
understand
Thunder Bomb! Very nicely, Blue Thunder Bomb by Iron Bison.
I just want to understand this. That, you know, I'm trying to understand your...
Listen, I did not create his legacy. He is creating his own legacy. And his passes... Oh, decapitation! The Iron Lariat strikes again! But the question is, did he wait too long to pin him? Which is what we're gonna find out. The two, yes, you see, way too long. And I don't think that was the real Iron Lariat. I saw a clothesline and immediately get excited. I'm so sorry, Iron Bison. And indeed, Calvin said super kick, but a kick out at one. And you see Dyrgos doesn't believe that Iron Bison just kicked out at one of that immensely powerful super kick.
I'm just, and that is the finish of Elimination, of course, borrowing it from his later.
Very nice.
And it's not getting the job done here tonight.
But Bison is tough as Iron.
Yeah, well, he really is.
Because apparently he's like 20 Bisons fused together into one.
Oh, look at that. What an incredible striking combination, finishing off with that Pele kick. Oh, did Dyrgos. And now let's see what Dyrgos is up to. The Irish Whip was reversed, sent to the apron by Iron Bison as he tries to collect himself after that brutal barrage of moves by Dyrgos. And now again, this is what the Bison used to take control the first time around, the suplex off the apron into the ring. Let's see if he can do it a second time. And now he grabs the throat of the dragon. And he just, incredible into the power slam.
And Iron Bison is getting on a roll right now.
Yeah, again, Iron Bison is really manhandling the dragon.
He's gonna go for it another time.
Yeah, whatever works, just stick with it. It's what I've been doing. I've been great.
Oh, that's why nothing
staying
works for
great.
You.
Listen, try to knock me down, but I will get back up. I'm like
no. I won't be able to knock. Oh, and look at that! A lariat of his own, but to the back of the head.
Very nicely done. It seems like Dyrgos is trying to play a mind game with Bison as he hits him with a springboard splash right onto the back of Bison, and now an elbow drop right to the back. Very nicely done as the dragon has clipped his wings and is flying through the air like it's nothing. That's just what the Dragon of UCW is capable of.
And both men, of course, played mind games over the last few weeks of who is the most dominant animal in UCW.
Yeah, well, one of the things that Iron Bison is claiming his stake to fame with is that Iron Lariat, and we haven't seen it hit yet on Dyrgos, but he promised that if he could hit it, he would not be able to kick out of it, is Dyrgos. And now Dyrgos again, he's going for something big here. He turns around into the double stomp, right at the moon stomp that we used to saw the Rainbows do. Where Rainbows finish off their matches with. Maybe Dyrgos...
Don't talk about rainbows.
I'm sorry, dude. I can't resist talking about rainbows.
Don't talk about rainbows.
Will this be the end for the Iron Bison?
We're going to see it. The 1, the 2, and just a kick out at 2.5. Almost did Dyrgos put away the Iron Bison.
That was a close call.
It was really a close call. And now just taunting the Iron Bison, and that's maybe not a smart thing to do. And a German right into the corner, just hitting his hand. And now a short arm Lariato, and he turns him inside out. Incredible! Look at the torque on the body of Dyrgos, and he got hit by that lariat by Iron Bison.
Dyrgos made a mistake there by going taunting on the Bison, and he made Bison mad.
Yeah, and that is maybe what is going to seal the deal. The 2 and the 3, and just like that, Iron Bison decapitates the dragon.
What a match! What a mistake! And Bison just took advantage. Who doesn't?
Yeah, Ed, what do you think of this surprising, maybe a little bit surprising victory?
I mean, the ego of Dyrgos truly got the better of him as he went to just show how calm the dragon can be. But the Bison is not calm, and he will never be calm because he's a wild, wild animal. He is a beast, and we saw that here tonight in a huge victory at the opening match of New Dawn.
Yeah, congratulations to Iron Bison, and myself, Kelvin, and Ed will be right with you during the next match.
Come true. I'll make them for you. I'll make dreams come true. I'll make them for you.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall.
What's that much
Making his way to the ring from Belgium, weighing in at 220 pounds, Headhunter.
The atmosphere inside this arena for this one is absolutely insane, guys.
Seems more true from far away, just like smoke that fades and makes no sound. Out of time, so say goodbye. What is yours now is mine, and I dream broken dreams. I'll make them come true. I'll make them for you.
All right, here we go. Match 2 of the night. It's TJ Youngblood versus not Mike Hansen, but Mike Hazard. And you
Well,
might be
he's not that
wondering,
handsome anymore.
he wasn't handsome in the first place. I mean, who
Hey,
can compete with this?
everything was perfect about that man. The moves were perfect. Everything was perfect. He was the perfect one. But now he's just...
Now he's just Mike Hazard.
No, he's
Now
just
he's
a
just
Hazard.
become like any insecure teenage boy. Trying
Or
to
maybe he
become
is
edgy
insecure.
by cutting himself all over his body. And then trying to pretend like it's not there.
Wait. Why are you saying he cut himself? Did you hear him say that? That he cut himself?
Mike Hansen was my friend. He trained me for Sonny's, but this man is something else. He's a changed man. He is
The
back in
question
UCW.
is though, what happened during his 2-month absence that
It
turned
looks
him
like
from Mike
he comes
Hansen
straight
into Mike Hazard?
He didn't want to talk to me.
straight
So I don't
comes
have a
out
clue.
of a Mad Max movie. Maybe he's seen too many Mad Max movies and thought, you know what? I'm gonna play a part in this. I'm gonna be in the next Mad Max. I'll become Mike Hazard. That's my backstory.
Nah, I think there's more to it than we know, and maybe we will get to know what happened in the future.
No, that's not what we do here. We don't wait. We make up our own stories until we, well, finally find out what it really is.
Yeah, and of course Mike came back, and TJ was like, well, I got some momentum after my big win over Johnny Riddle. I can take on the whole world. And Mike Hazard was like, no, you don't. I will bring you back to Earth.
And fair enough, like, it's kind of an easy pickings opponent, of course, if you have TJ Youngblood. It's like, oh, I'll just win this. Now, poof.
He did bring down Johnny Riddle for a 10 count in a last man standing match, so...
Yeah, well, I'm gonna bring down Marcus Phoenix later. Nobody's gonna bat an eye because I'm so great.
You're gonna
And
be
Marcus
destroyed, Sonny.
This match isn't even about you, Sonny.
You're going to be
everything
destroyed,
in
Sonny.
UCW is about me, sweet face.
It's
You're
about...
getting destroyed, Sonny.
Listen,
Maybe
Sonny,
Mike has some
Sonny
windows,
doesn't get destroyed. Sonny gets headlines. Sonny gets the people talking.
No one cares about you, Sonny.
And
Well,
yet
maybe-
you
maybe-
can't do anything without.
But yeah, but now my biggest question is about this man that is now an apocalyptic wasteland is, did he also become a cannibal? Because most apocalyptic movies are, you know, there's also cannibals involved. So did he become a cannibal? Is he gonna eat TJ Youngblood after the match? It's done.
Like he's gonna eat him for dinner, like...
Yes, I don't know.
I think he just will bring him down. He has a new moniker, Hazardous Hallucinations, and I think that is going to play a big part in this match. I think Mike's gonna show the world what this new moniker means.
I
You're
have to
too
fix it.
serious, Calvin. You're too serious. Goddamn, I'm trying to have fun here by saying he's a cannibal. Just like Flat killed people in the crowd as a vampire.
Yeah.
That's what the
But that's
people want to
something,
see.
you know, that's something that happened, which is why Vlad Michaels isn't with us anymore, you know.
That's true.
And
He's
just
in jail
because-
next to Jiraiya. Just saying.
Yeah, but you know, Jiraiya is there for something totally different. Like stalking a
Yeah,
band, you know, gets you a couple months.
He's there for a joke.
Sucking
know,
the
why would
life
you
out
follow
of the
that?
studio audience that we have here in UCW really isn't. And a very nice tornado DDT hit by TJ Youngblood, trying to show some of that expertise that he picked up from finally winning a match. Couple of strikes.
TJ is still on cloud 9. He's like, oh man, I am a wrestler now. I did win from Johnny Riddle. So Mike will bring him down. I'm sure of that.
And then he will eat him for breakfast.
Those
Yeah,
lethal strikes to the midsection. Mike hasn't skipped a beat.
Well, I guess he hasn't, but he's not perfect anymore. You know, he still has a little bit of ring
He's a
rust.
cannibal.
Apparently,
It's not
he
about-
now eats people.
And Mike with a elbow drop. That was nice. I
Very,
didn't.
very nicely executed elbow drop. I have to say that.
It has to be a new move. He didn't have one before.
Yeah, well, you have to, you know, you have to adapt to survive in UCW. Sometimes you just have to overhaul your entire moveset to make sure that you are going to be the best here in UCW.
Goes up, goes down.
Very nicely done here. Mike Hazard is raining down.
Sonny, you don't seem too impressed about what Mike Hazard, the cannibal, is doing here right in front of our eyes.
Mike Hazard is picking apart TJ Youngblood, guys.
Do you think it's weird that I'm not impressed? When I
Well,
only
I mean,
see
it's your
a
job.
I
It's
see.
your job to show emotion. You just say, "Oh,
Listen.
I get it. I get it. You're afraid. You're afraid that Marcus Phoenix will just absolutely annihilate you. I get it."
Listen,
Sonny's
the only
getting
thing I'm
nervous,
afraid
man.
of is that I'm gonna win so hard that I'll run down the pay-per-view time with 10 more minutes to spare. You
Alright.
know?
Alright, let me ask you, Sonny. How much time do you need to beat Marcus?
How much time do I need? Let me see. Is that with or without entrances?
Nice deadlift powerbomb. Nicely done by Mike Hazard.
And he's slowly.
Listen, you
Picking
know,
up
I
points.
can say a lot of things that I could say about Mike Hansen, because Mike Hansen was someone who understood himself. And I feel like Mike Hazard really doesn't understand who he really is. It's like, he's like Bane, you know, it's like he's forgotten everything that made him who he was, and he is just starting out from scratch. You know, that's what he reminds me of, like someone who is damaged, but not irreplaceable, irreparable, unrepairable. He's not unreliable. I mean,
Or he became the man he's supposed to be.
which
He
is
even-
what is this man? That's the whole point, right?
Well,
As you see,
he
jumping knee
knows-
strike, TJ Youngblood dodges it, and now TJ Youngblood with a rake to the eye.
I need to say, Mike even threatened his best friend, Dave Williams. Their friendship was over.
Listen,
There
there
was
is no
never a
friendship.
between
There's
those
no
men.
friendship.
No.
Those were two people with a common goal, and Dave Williams blatantly used Mike Hansen to get himself into the main event of Global Domination Amsterdam. Because without the star
Exactly.
power of Mike Hansen, that would have never happened.
Exactly.
That would have never,
Oh God, I
never
agree
ever
with Sonny.
happened. Yes, of course you agree with me, because I'm always right. And I'm gonna tell you now that Rainbow is gonna beat you again. Because history
Why
has
are you
a
calling him
tendency
Rainbow?
of...
He's not Rainbow. Didn't you
I
hear it?
declare
Rainbow
what his
isn't
name.
here
Oh, no.
anymore.
Yeah, you know who also isn't here anymore? Roman
It's
Taker.
Wolf.
You know who also gets mentioned more? Roman Taker. You know who people know more? Roman Taker. That's the whole point. And now a running sit-out powerbomb into the pin position. The 2 and a kick out by TJ Youngblood. Yet again, TJ Youngblood able to kick out of the devastating powerbomb.
I noticed Mike is getting more fatigued. Every big move
Every
is
big, ooh,
costing a lot
snap
of
German
energy
suplex
from
into the bridge.
Mike.
The 2 and a kick out again by TJ. TJ Youngblood is
As
really
I'm saying
picking
that,
up.
we can see Mike,
Damn, what a
Mike
kicking
wants to end this
combination.
match. Oh, he's going for it, guys.
There he's going for it. He's tuning up the band. The super kick.
Super
Broken kick. It used to be perfect. I guess now it's a broken kick.
It's the hazard kick.
I don't
And
see any
he
hazard.
makes his choice. There he goes for the cover and a kick out at 2. And again, Mike Hazard is not letting go of this match, and he is just not finishing up his opponent.
No, he was thinking about, do I get the pinfall or do I want to punish TJ more? And that split second just cost him the match.
That split second gave TJ Youngblood enough time to recuperate and made sure that he knows where he is after that jumping knee strike. And now again going for the cover, the 2. And this time again a kick out of 2 3/4. And you can see the people. You can see the people going crazy. And now a triangle choke with the arm trap, the left arm trap of TJ Youngblood. And what is TJ Youngblood going to do? He is going to deadlift powerbomb him to break up the triangle choke. Very nicely done. TJ Youngblood showing a lot of physical strength with a discus forearm. Takes down Mike Hazard, but he just pops right up into the knee to the kitchen sink. And now Mike Hazard, trying to waste no effort, goes to the top rope. He turns around. What's he going for? A picture perfect moonsault by Mike Hazard. Will it be enough to get him the 3, the 2, and the 3? And just like that, it took him a while. And TJ Youngblood gave him a fight, but Mike Hazard reigns victorious.
And Mike Hazard is officially back in UCW.
And now Mike Hansen, or I should say Mike Hazard, it is still a little bit real to me, damn it. He is going to slice off a piece of the arm, if we can believe Ad Ultimo.
A piece of the arm, a piece of the leg. I don't think he cares. Cannibals don't care, Sonny. Cannibals don't care. They just want meat.
Wise lesson learned here by Ad Ultimo. Cannibals do not care.
What's next? With ghosts, with vampires?
Alright, so we are going to say congratulations to Mike Hazard for beating TJ Youngblood, and we'll see you with match 3.
Makes no sound out of time, so say goodbye. What is yours now is mine, and I dream broken dreams. I make them come true. I make them for you.
And his opponent from the Netherlands, weighing in at 220 pounds, the Lunatic.
Listen to this crowd, guys. They're fired up for this one.
As well as they should be. This match has instant classic written all over it.
And guys, you have to respect how much pride he has in what he does.
I don't know, Michael. I understand the importance of having pride in what you do, but sometimes I think he can be a bit overbearing. I don't know if he means to be, but that's definitely how he comes across at times.
Alright, here we go. It's match 3 of the evening. It's Victor Vance squaring off with Sven Pieneman, who immediately hits a powerful power slam. And Ed, Ultimo, what do you think of this match? Because this is a match between two people who haven't really been in UCW for a while.
Is this like the return of Victor Vance?
Yes.
And
Sven no, but because Sven Pieneman returns last week.
Is this his great return? No build-up, just nothing, and the fans didn't go well. The fans went absolutely silent because they don't care about Victor Vance.
Listen, I'll wake them up in 2 matches when it's my turn, alright? Just give me a minute.
Who cares about Victor Vance? Do you, Calvin?
of course I do.
Well, then
I mean-
you're the only one.
I mean, he's a former United States champion, you know.
I think everybody forgot that.
Yeah, but
Like, at least, you know, Dirty Dutch did something last year and has done absolutely nothing since then. So this is a match for nothing. Why am I
Listen, the
sitting
match
here?
that's for nothing will come later on. Between you
Oh yeah, that's your
and
match.
the Wolf.
is it?
No,
You got
because
an open
my match
challenge.
is going to prove that even someone with little training as I do can beat somebody
Oh, Sonny,
like
shut up.
Marcus Phoenix. You know, I'm going to destroy this persona that he's unstoppable.
He's gonna kill you.
Listen,
You won't be able to do commentary after that match. It's gonna be over.
someone like him is not going to be able to kill
Last time you
Sonny
cried
Sapphire.
for hours.
Listen, last time
You cried
he
for
power
hours.
bombed me. He got the surprise on me. He attacked
No,
me
no, 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 no.
without
Because
me
you
noticing.
kicked him from behind.
Listen, you're
You
trying
kicked him
to
from
make
behind.
me get riled up. I know. You're trying to psych me out in front of my match. I know. Listen,
No, I'm not trying to help you. I'm
no, you're not
embarrassing
trying.
you.
You're not trying to help
on a
me.
daily
You're trying to
basis.
make me forfeit or quit or whatever. Just
No,
so
I
Marcus
want
can
to see
save
this match.
his
I
career.
want you to get destroyed. That is something like I
Listen.
would pay money to see. But I don't have to because I'm commentating on it.
Yeah, well, I don't have to pay to watch you get beaten up every single week
And
because it just
Victor
happens.
Fan is just holding.
Victor Vance is trying to go for the perfect headlock, and it just can't get it done. That's
and
so
this
annoying.
guys, this is the Vic Vance we all knew and we all love. Because
No
this
one loved
Vic Vance
this.
is a dangerous man.
This is
Vic
not
Vance.
dangerous. This is a joke.
Listen, he is trying to choke him out, and every time he lets him go, Sven Pieneman is like, "Oh my God, I'm free," and then immediately he goes back in again, and it becomes a trauma, and it's gonna fest in his brain. This is mind games at another level. This is a level that Dylan Mason
He's
can't
finally
reach,
doing
and there he goes
something.
into the Dragon Guillotine, and he's just saved by that rope break. Because if there wasn't a rope break, that would have been the end of the match.
He was just choking out Sven
I think,
Pieneman before he
I
went
think
for
I'm
the
gonna
submission.
start up my top 10 shit list again with Sandra on
No,
top and
no,
then
you don't.
probably Victor
You don't.
Vance number 2.
It was a great idea. He was just choking
No,
out
it wasn't
Sven.
a great
He went
idea.
for the
He couldn't do
triangle.
it because he has ring rust. He doesn't remember how to do his moves.
He did. He went for the triangle, but Sven
Eventually.
didn't.
To the outside now.
Listen, nothing
Sven-
eventually. He just made it.
High knee right between the shoulders.
Yes.
Eventually.
This match grinded him down a little. Yeah, but he's not breathing heavy yet.
And we can see Sven trying to get Vic Vance back into the ring, but that's not going as planned.
I think he was just punishing him just for that dumb idea that Victor had. And look at that double clothesline, not double clothesline, double axe handle.
And now a big clothesline. And a pinfall. And a
kick
one
out
count.
and one.
Vic Vance. I reckon that Vic is trying to think like, yeah, I need to get my United States title back. It's been a year, because last year he got the title. And he lost it to Jake van Dijk, if I'm correct.
And then he cried, went back to his house, and stopped going here.
If I remember correctly, Jake van Dijk won the United States title from Vic Vance on New Dawn.
That's incorrect.
Is that
Ooh.
incorrect?
That's incorrect. Jake van Dijk actually already won the title back in 2018. And later tonight, he's going to try to win his second one from Maartrix in their tables match. So we have that to look forward to. And now into the snapmare takedown, and Victor Vance is going to notch it up with an elbow to the face. And that's just what you can expect from someone as high in caliber as Victor Vance, as he goes for the running knee strike right to the side of the temple of Sven Pieneman. And will this be enough? Will his star be put to rest by Victor Vance? And a kick out at 2.
Yeah, and that's what an open challenge looks like, guys. Not a lot build up, well...
Absolutely boring.
Absolutely, yeah. And the match reflects that none of these wants to actually win the match.
They both don't care.
The roll up! It's back in 2020, and it's just not enough for Sven Pieneman.
Wait, is this the match? Whoever wins or whoever loses, you know, like loses their contract. So that's why they both want to lose. That's why no one wants to lose, because they both want to lose their contract. Yes, Sonny.
No, I wish.
Yes. Oh, you wish. Well, you can make it happen.
I can make a lot of things happen, but I can't.
You see a big move from Vic, and again a rope break from Sven.
Oh, now the guillotine sleeper, the dragon sleeper here by Vic Vance. Will it be enough? Yes, it is. Sven Pieneman taps out to Vic Vance, and Vic Vance beats Sven Pieneman by submission. Very nicely
What
done.
happened to you, Dirty Dutch? What happened to you?
You saw from top Vic Vance, and you saw from top Dirty Dutch, and
You were such a great guy last year, beginning of last year. What happened to you, man? What happened? We're a joke.
We're not really sure what happened, but we are going to say congratulations. We'll be right back with match 4 of the night.
cool lads.
women in the caviar.
And his
You know
partner
who we
from
are.
New York, weighing in at 220 pounds.
The fancy clothes. The women in the caviar.
Byron, how big is this match for these two teams here tonight? So while one will obviously be huge, I can tell you that a loss would be absolutely devastating. Given the competition right now, a loss tonight would be a
all over the world,
setback.
baby. It's only right that I share my experiences with y'all because I've been places you'll never imagine. But I'ma start at home when I see a girl I like. I walk straight up to her and I'm like, hey girl, how you doing? You are the woman that I'm really pursuing and I would like to get to know you. Can you give me your name? If you jot down your number, you'll get mine in exchange. Hey. See, I'm the man of this town, and I hope you wouldn't mind if I showed you around. So when you go to certain places, you'll be thinking of me. We got people to meet and many places to see. Hey, I'm really digging your lips. But be careful when you walking, when you swinging them hips. I'm kind of concerned that you'll be causing a crash with your traffic jam booty heads pausing so fast. Hey, I wouldn't trade you for the world, I swear it. I like your hair in every style that you're wearing. And how the colors coordinate with your clothes, from your manicure nails to your pedicure toes.
Yeah, the fancy clothes. The women in the caviar. You know who we are. 'Cause we're pimping all over the world. The fancy clothes. The women in the caviar. You know who we are. 'Cause we're pimping all over the world.
You hear the song, so dance. Don't always think I'm trying to get in your pants. Cause see me, my pimpin's in 3D. I'm taking you places you only see on TV. Trying to show you how you live in this tripe. How many guys you know could bring the Travel Channel to life? One day we on the Autobahn swerving, driving. Next day we in the sun on the Virgin Islands. If you
Alright, here we go. First tag team match of the evening, and luckily for us, we have a tag team specialist right here next to us. Ed, how do you see the rise of Icon? And of course, the
Sonny,
returning
look out! Sonny, look out! The cape is trying to get you, Sonny! Sonny, the cape is trying to get you! The cape!
It's like Ed just tried to run towards something and just fell immediately. It's just like his career. It went up smoothly for 2 seconds and then plummeted right into the ground.
Maybe.
What did you do?
Maybe.
I said the cape! The cape is trying to get you. Because the cape was flying around the neck of Eddie Charisma.
Maybe you can borrow the cape in your match, Ed.
No,
Maybe it can win the match for you. Just train it to attack the wolf.
That cape has special powers. Didn't you just see it? You know, it started at the back and then all of a sudden it was on the front.
Ever since
I don't know how that cape did it. The cape did it anyway.
Ever since the wolf got the Mind Stone, he has
You know
some
who's
special
gonna be
powers
pissed
as well.
off? You know who's going to be pissed off the most? Icon. Icon is going to have another match with me because they don't like me not talking about them. But I don't care about them. I don't care about this Ace Icon and D Money.
This is a rematch.
Cape, damn it.
Alright, so back to the question at hand, which was, you are a tag team specialist. So
Well,
what
I'm
do
not
you think?
that much of a specialist because I got a bottle thrown on my goddamn head by my
Well, it
former
wasn't
tag
thrown.
team
He
partner.
kind of smashed it. He didn't
Yeah,
throw
he smashed it. I know. It hurt.
You know who he also smashed? No, I shouldn't go there.
Don't say
He also
that.
smashed JD. Oh! And Sonny just went there.
It's gonna be a day, Sonny. They're gonna punch the dumb
You gotta ask.
of
You
your
gotta
face.
ask yourself: is Ed Jr. not secretly just Wolf Jr.?
Who's your papi?
We have done the DNA test. It is my child.
So you did the DNA test because you even trust your own wife?
No, I don't trust Wolf.
No, you don't trust
Damn
JD because you expect her to fall in love with the wolf.
You
Where
did a
does
DNA test.
No, but Calvin, just Ed,
I'm texting
why
Marcus
do you
Phoenix
have
right now.
trust issues?
Marcus, please Shut
super kick by
Sonny
D-Money.
up.
Again, trying to get some relevant tag team analysis from Ed. It's just it's not working. It's like him winning a match. It's just not existent. So I'm gonna ask Kelvin.
I won.
Kelvin,
I
how
won
do
an
you?
outrage.
No. You had your chance.
And
Kelvin.
I won against one half of the tag team champions. 2 victories now in a long time.
That's great. That's great. Nanzaguri by Arthur Stein here. But Kelvin, I'm gonna ask you, since Icon is new and since the Cool and Charismatic Connection are trying to make their impact in the tag team division, who needs this win more?
I think Icon, because this is the second time these teams are meeting each other, and the first time the Triple C actually won against Icon. So I think Icon needs this win to stay relevant in the tag team division.
Wait, they're just called the CNC, right? What is Triple C? Is that the
Triple
demanded
C.
brother of Triple H?
Charismatic, Cool, and Connection. CCC.
Oh, yeah, because they totally did not steal the connection of another team.
Well, for now, their connection is longer and better than yours was. So, who was stealing from who exactly?
Marcus, please make Sonny lead. Send.
Make Sonny lead? I'm already a leader. I'm a born leader. And now a splash, a very nice splash here by Arthur Stein. And of course, we need to mention the fact that this is the first match that Eddie Charisma has done since being able to be cleared by doctors after his brutal encounter with Noah Youngblood, who will be in action later tonight against Wesley Walker.
Well, apparently his head isn't that cleared because he is walking against the ring.
Yeah, something is not going right with Eddie Charisma, guys. I'm not sure what he's trying to do. But
it's the cape holding his feet together. Damn it, that cape. The cape turned heel.
Spinning back fist by Arthur Stein gets him nothing. Gets him a power slam attempt. Oh no, he gets Eddie Charisma still in his own world.
That tape is gonna turn black because we always wear black when we become a heel.
So Triple C becomes
very nice into the sit-out power bomb. What an incredible power move, and Eddie Charisma seems to agree since he thinks it's about time that he's gonna support his tag team partner. Incredible powers of friendship that got him out of that state. He knew, he felt it in his deepest core that Arthur Stein just got hit with an incredible powerful maneuver.
So does this mean that Triple C now has gotten a fourth member, the Cape?
Yes.
Oh, and just like that, Arthur Stein was pinned by Ace Money and D-Money.
Oh, they're
Ace
so
Icon
gonna
and
hate
D-Money, I
me
should
for
say.
this. They so want to punch me again for this. I don't care. I just don't care about Ike.
Just
care about that
D-Money made sure Eddie couldn't break up the pin. This was very clever on their part.
Yeah, D-Money and Ace
thing they
Icon
did.
gave them a tag team clinic, and as we can see that the connection between Arthur Stein and Eddie Charisma isn't as strong as the connection was between Arthur Stein and Sven the Cool.
The triple four connection.
I think they need to send in the Cape with Eddie next time.
I agree, but we're gonna go ahead to our next match, which has me. Oh, this is gonna be great.
Yes, it is for me.
Bye, Sonny.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Amsterdam, Netherlands. Weighing in at 220 pounds, Sunshine.
One-on-one action coming up here, guys, and I'm willing to bet this will be one we won't soon forget. Totally agree, Michael. When you have two superstars as hungry as these two, it keeps in the ring, you can bet it will be memorable. Guys, this match will undoubtedly go a long way in determining just who is the most dominant superstar. That's what makes this match so great. These superstars clearly have a point to prove here tonight and will likely do anything
tainted. I'm unafflicted by my actions. Is the result of a game. Victory at the cost of pain. Like a freight train, and you're tied to the tracks. No way to escape, there's no coming back. You're in my way, and I haven't got the time today. Let's chill, walk away, and live to fight another day. Nothing personal, I just don't care. Won't bother explaining, it goes nowhere. Just know tomorrow won't come. If I end things today, suffering is the result of a game. Victory at the cost of pain. Like a freight train, and you're tied to the tracks. No way to escape, there's no coming back. You're in my way, and I haven't got the time today. Let's chill, walk away, and live to fight another day.
And here we go. Sonny is going to get his ass kicked just like that. Just like that. I don't even have to start because Marcus Phoenix is going to end this.
Finally, Sunny Sapphire is going to get punished by Marcus.
Are you making fun of the people backstage because they don't know how to spell?
I did. And Marcus, of course, is cleaning house and taking Sonny down.
Finally back after a long hiatus. Well, it wasn't really a hiatus. He got suspended for nothing because Sonny is a little bitch.
Sonny attacked Marcus and Marcus got suspended, yes.
Yeah, that's how it goes when you defend yourself against the boss.
Sonny's
He's gonna go for something here.
Shiny. And Sonny's going
Power
down. This
bomb.
is the new Marcus bomb.
The new Marcus bomb? Is that the official name? Marcus bomb?
Sonny.
Is it not like the Hollywood bomb? The bomb of Hollywood?
It's over.
That's
It's over. Sonny has been crushed.
Sonny, I thought it was going to go so well, you know, you're going to defeat him so easily, but no, look at that, you got squashed like a little bug. Congratulations, Marcus Phoenix, a grand return indeed, beating the piss out of that little boss of ours.
Sonny didn't even punch Marcus once.
Nope, that's how sad of a ball.
Congratulations, Marcus! Finally!
Yes, indeed. Congratulations, Marcus. The spotlight should be on you. Never again on Sonny. Let him stay out of the ring forever and ever. He's not a competitor. He's not like me that can do both jobs. Nope. Congratulations, Marcus Phoenix. I'm glad you're back. And, well, that was it. We'll be back for our next match. Maybe Sonny's gonna be back, probably crying like a little girl. But that's what he always does.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Munich, Germany, weighing in at 300 pounds, Schultz.
We have one-on-one action on the way, and this one should be nothing short of amazing.
I don't doubt that for a moment, Michael. In fact, I would go so far as to say this match might just steal the show.
Byron, he certainly seems to be showing more pride of late, wouldn't you say?
I would, Michael, but he's got to be careful. There are more than a few whispers backstage about that pride, possibly bordering on arrogance.
his opponent standing 7 feet tall, weighing in at 640 pounds.
This is it. This is the match we've all been waiting for.
The electricity level in the arena right now is unlike anything I've ever
Take the
felt.
smile off your face and make you frown. Evil killer crown, creeping in the sewer. I'll be laughing while I'm killing, like I barely even knew her. I'ma cut her up in pieces, leave that bitch inside the swamp. I'm the king over there, so everybody know what's up. Welcome to the underground, all the underground.
I gotta say, guys, he doesn't appear to be in the mood here tonight.
He's not the only one, Cole. I gotta say, I'm not really in the mood to be sitting next to you two. But hey, we do what we have to do.
I could take the smile off your face and make you frown. Evil killer crown, creeping in the sewer. I'll be laughing while I'm killing, like I barely even knew her.
There's no other way to put it. This one-on-one match is going to be a struggle in every sense of the word. Neither man looks like they are.
Well, here we go with the next match. Johnny Riddle against Till, with a lot of build-up for this match. And Johnny appeared to have lost his trucker head.
I've been saying this for weeks now. For weeks I've been saying, where is the trucker head? And I don't get a response. Justin is just laughing. Johnny doesn't say anything. The trucker head is gone, and you can see he has a bald spot on his top of his head, so maybe that's why he had a trucker hat for so long. But the power was in the trucker hat.
Or maybe in the glasses.
No.
It could be.
That can't be. But yeah, we have here Till versus Johnny Riddle. We haven't seen a lot of Till yet.
Isn't that Bob?
Or is it Bob? Isn't that Till?
I thought it was Bob.
Okay, there's someone called Bob, and there's someone called Till. And there's someone called Brock Lesnar that is a cat.
Yes. I need to admit, he looks a bit like the long-lost brother of Sander Cool.
Oh my god, is this Bob Cool? We finally found out the last name of Bob. It's Bob Cool with his cat Brock Lesnar. Maybe we will see him later tonight, the cat, and maybe he will be involved in some kind of match with Sander. I mean, if it's a long lost brother, you never know. Maybe the cat has some superpowers as well.
So Bob Cool, it was all along Sander's long-lost brother. So
yeah.
I was thinking maybe we will get the Cools.
Because I don't think this can be Till, because Till has been run over by a car, has been powerbombed to hell multiple times by Johnny Riddle, has been in the hospital so many times that I think that he is brain damaged by now.
And he drank a lot of beer with Stefan Base.
He drinks way too much beer. And he's supposed to be an Olympian. Well, I think Bob's the Olympian, Bob Cool.
It is just incredible. It's electric in this
As he
arena
picks
tonight.
Johnny Riddle up. What is Bob gonna do? Ooh, nicely done by Bob, taking the big man down, picking him back up. Johnny Riddle, it has too much power left. Not even a power slam, just throw him down.
Producing a trampling.
And Johnny Riddle in control of Bob.
He's gonna fly!
A flying Johnny Riddle. That must. That's.
Oh, that's the end. We can stop this.
Yeah.
This is the end. This is just sad
Look
for
at
Bob.
this.
Bob isn't even a wrestler. He was some backstage.
He fucked up Sonny Sapphire's name.
Oh, wait, was that Bob? Did
Yeah,
Bob
he was
do
the
that?
he was the producer of.
God damn it, Bob.
I remember someone we had. Never mind.
And now Bob tries to impersonate a wrestler, you know,
He
stealing their gear.
impersonates Sander. He's impersonating Sander.
Wait, you just said it was a long-lost brother, and now you say he's impersonating Santa. What is it, Calvin?
Well, it's a long-lost brother, so it's clearly they look like each other.
They do. I mean, you know, Bob has a little bit more style in his mustache than Sander does. And he's at least not wearing a Flash outfit, you know, being a little nerd. But look at this. Oh, going after the shoulder of Johnny Riddle. But that's not going to help. It's not going to help. You cannot keep the big man down. But he can keep you down, no problem.
At least if you're called TJ Youngblood.
Well, that is a different story altogether.
Well, he did beat John Riddle.
I know, but Bob isn't a trained wrestler.
Nope. Bob is just playing. I need to say, Johnny's playing around with Bob. He's just like a rag doll in the clutches of the big, bad trucker Johnny.
Just a nice bear hug. He just wants to hug him. What the hell is that?
He went Super Saiyan.
That was Brock Lesnar. I'm
It was
quite
the
sure
cat.
it was Brock Lesnar.
It was the cat.
It was the cat. Oh, but
And
powerbomb, sit-out version.
Maybe it was the cape from the Triple C. I mean, Sven in it.
Is it now not like a quadruple C? Is it
Yeah,
4 C's?
pro-
It's
probably.
also a cape. A cape also starts with a C, so.
So it's the cool, charismatic, cool cape connection. Yes.
Yeah, it's out. Oh, and I see someone walking there in shame. In shame.
Oh
Do
no.
we see some tears there? Oh, so sad.
Holding his head, pause.
Oh, poor Sonny. You have to complete your job.
Hey, you guys.
How did
are you
young
on
man
morphine?
feel?
I know I was great. I did
Are you
incredible.
on morphine? Did you
no,
use drugs?
Oh no. No.
Painkillers?
That's not. No. I did have a little bit of a herbal tea, which was
And
nice
with a lot
after
of
such an
suplexes.
endearing athletic.
That's a lot of
encounter.
suplexes by Bob. I didn't
Bob,
know Bob.
yeah.
Just hit 3 German suplexes, and I just wanted to come by and see Johnny Riddle kick the living shit
Out of Bob.
out of Bob. You know,
Didn't
it
you
really
fire
warms
Bob?
warms my heart. Yeah, but he wanted to be trained to be a wrestler, and you know he's over 18, so there's no mass transit incident happening here. This is not Southwest Philadelphia.
So
We're gonna
where
do
is
things by the
Till?
book.
Because Till was also supposed to be here, or not?
Till
Or did you
was
find
supposed
Till?
to be here, but apparently this is Bob. But I'm not sure. This could be Till. I know I heard a couple of rumors that Till wasn't clear.
Great reversal. I gotta say, I'm impressed. Ooh, that kick. Grapevine in the arm. Kick right to the leg. Dominating shoulder tackle. This match's brutality starting to show on him. Things are not looking good for him right now. Ooh, right to the face. Sit-up jawbreaker. You can pick up your teeth in the third row. He's in trouble. Oh, look at this. German suplex. And not done yet. Another German. And continuing to 2 huge German suplexes. The opening is there for the taking. Wow, let's see that again. It's locked in now. Fighting for survival. He broke out of it. Cole, how in the world did he find the energy to do that? Grapevine in the arm. Big time lariat. Starting to fire up. Where's the superstar getting this from? This is incredible. Oh, he's got him. He's got him. We've got some time to take another look at some of the highlights from that one.
Check him out here. I really enjoyed every minute of this.
Here is your winner, Schultz.
This was a much-needed win.
There's nothing more pure than picking up a win in a good old-fashioned one-on-one fight.
As hard as it will be not to think about that amazing match we just saw, we must move on here, guys.
Is my name.
The following contest is a triple threat match and is for
When I pull up on a hater, watch a hater fall back. I'm too good with these hands, watch a hater fall flat. If I die, all I know, I'm a motherfucking legend. It's so great for my city. I'm the realest one that's repping. Oh my God, if I die, I'm a legend. When they lay me down to rest, I know I was always repping. Oh my God, my whole life, my words been my greatest weapon. I know I been the coast's greatest blessing. Better recognize a king when he rapping with you. You hoes suck, it's like you always bring a vacuum with you. Solid like a mannequin, but you ain't plastic, is you? Cause if you got a bone to pick, I got a matching issue. Talking about me, then it gotta be lies. Cause I never get a tag or a chance to reply. If you don't got the courage to mention me, then you can fuck yourself with your phone until the battery dies. I mean, you mad at me, why? Cause I had to be fly. 2 albums in a year and I can't even try. Tried to fill my shoes, then you had to resize. I'm the king on the throne, bitch, is where I reside. When I pull up on a hater, watch a hater fall back. I'm too good with these hands, watch a hater fall flat. If I die, all I know, I'm a motherfucking legend. It's so great for my city. I'm the realest one that's repping. Oh my God, if I die, I'm a legend. When they lay me down to rest, I know I was always repping. Oh my God, my whole life, my words been my greatest weapon. I know I been the coast's greatest blessing.
tag team champions have discussed everything it will take to keep their titles here tonight.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Sunny Sapphire is back to be the play-by-play, and we have a triple threat elimination match for the Legends of UCW Championship. And it's Travvy T, who you see with the blonde hair, now being dashed down by the new and improved Dave Williams, who jabs him down with a right, and the current champion of the Legends, Justin Perreault.
Why does Dave Williams deserve a match for a championship?
He's talked, Justin.
He
So what?
kind of he called him out. He called him out, and Justin accepted. So you know that's that. If the champion accepts, then it's fine. by
Nice
me.
spin out.
And
He
Travvy T,
needs
of
like
course,
some face.
pinned Justin on last week's episode of Outbreak. So not this
At
week,
least
but-
that makes sense.
Well, yeah, but you know, you want to have a little bit of spice. You want to spice it up with a triple threat elimination match.
But Dave Williams is not a spice you need to add.
Well, Dave Williams is a changed man. He got some ink on him and new gear. He's not in the suit anymore, so that's an improvement.
No, he is not all about business anymore. He is just pure aggressiveness at this point. He wants to prove himself so badly, and he wanted to do that. He wanted to do that before, of course. He wanted to do that before, but right now it's just he's like on another level of how much he wants to prove. Immediately, two people like Justin who've been doubting him for so long because there weren't many people who had faith in Dave Williams.
I mean,
No.
he looks like he's been homeless for the last couple of months.
It started all at the moment he betrayed Sander for the title, the United States title. At that moment was Justin. Yeah, I know. He started bashing Dave, like you're a bad champion, like you're a bad superstar. And from that moment on, they just started getting heat between each other. And it resulted in this. Dave was done with Justin being like that. He wanted a shot at Justin.
Yeah, Dave is all about revenge. Dave is all about trying to make people see what they should have seen in him 8 to 9 months ago when he won the title from Sander. That's just what he thinks should have happened. But you know, just stuff doesn't always work out until the way you want it. Look at Travvy T, for example. He is someone that hasn't been here for over 2 months, but already has earned himself a Legends of Championship opportunity here at New Dawn II.
Yeah. And I can't imagine how Dave feels about stealing Justin's title because
We
Dave-
already we saw one part, or well, the other part of Icon already being victorious over
Yeah, they can make it
quadruple C. That's it, right? Yeah, quadruple C.
Yeah. Charismatic and cool cape connection.
Yes. So who knows? I mean, if the leader of Icon can also grab a win here. He has a list. He has a particular list with all kinds of names on it, and I think Justin's name
And
is
now an
often added.
armbar, Fujiwara armbar applied by Dave Williams here on Travvy T. Justin, of course, not there to break it up, but he is not needed to. And now Dave Williams trying to go for some kind of move on Travvy T. Travvy T able to block it. Standing switch, very nice forearm to the back into the very nice back suplex.
I must ask, Ed, I didn't see the list, but was Dave Williams on the list?
No, I don't even think he knows who Dave Williams is, to be honest. But Justin Perreault was on the list. Dylan Mason was on the list, but we know what happened with that part of the list on Power Struggle. And some other people were on the list. He just has a list of
And
people
now
he wants to
Justin with
defeat
the
for his money.
shotgun dropkick, forcing Travvy T to hit the bottom of the corner very hard against those turnbuckles. And now it's Dave Williams and Justin Perreault together in the ring, just as Dave wanted. He wanted just Justin, but he got Travvy T as an added dessert, as an added bonus here in this match. But this is all about the Legends of UCW Championship. And Ed, can you tell us a little bit about the legacy of the Legends title?
Can I tell a little bit about the Legends title? A title that was created because Justin couldn't get a title.
And the title I made official. It was my very first task in UCW, actually. I
You
made
made
the
it
title
official. I still
Yes.
think that is the worst decision anybody has ever made. Because look
No,
at the
look
kind
at
of
the-
champions we had.
Look at the list of champions. We had like Justin 3 times. We had Johnny Riddle. He actually was given the title.
Yeah, I know.
We had TJ Youngblood.
Wow, what
people.
a list of champions.
I mean, Justin got it like 3 times.
Because it's his own title.
Well, he gave it to him, to himself the first time, and he just retired the title, and then he gave it back to himself. So that was the start of his 2 reigns.
What an incredible journey Justin has had, right? I mean, I have
Such an
counseled him a
incredible
little
journey.
bit, and now a lariat by Dave Williams, very nicely done. And I think Dave Williams might have a better shot at this than he did the last time. I mean, I know he became UCW United States Champion, and I know there's a lot to say for that, but the way he did it wasn't really nice. And there's now an Anaconda Vice here by Justin on Dave Williams. Will it be enough? No, not right now. A couple of knees to the back. Force Justin to break the hold. Very nicely done here by Dave Williams, and now a shoulder tackle as Travvy T has regained consciousness on the outside and has strolled back into the ring just to take a little bit of a, you know, he's waiting down his time and hits Dave Williams with a swinging neck breaker, and Dave escapes to the outside, and now Travvy T follows him to the floor, and now Dave Williams is standing tall, but Travvy T is not showing the signs of battle as much as Justin and Dave, guys.
Now he's playing a smart man. He's taking breathers a lot, and he's just well, Dave and Justin hate each other. Let them battle it out, because it's an elimination match after all.
Yeah, I mean, I think Travvy T has indeed caught up on the fact that Justin and Dave have a distinct dislikeness for one another. And he's using that to his advantage, because the more that your opponents beat up themselves and the other one, the less you have to do to get the title. Which is what it's all about, getting that Legend Championship. And maybe that's not the focus of Dave, but it's certainly going to be the focus of Travvy T.
And Dave is going for a weapon for the first time in this match. And he finds
a steel chair, and Dave Williams coming into the ring with a steel chair right to the face of Travvy T with that chair shot, and now he just puts it away, and he's going to check up on Justin, make sure that Justin stays down for more than the 3 count.
And Dave knows we need to go back inside.
Oh, and he got hit by a neck breaker. A leg drop countered.
Yeah, but that is the added bonus of a triple threat match. You can never be sure when the match is going to end. You need to stay focused on your opponents, both of them.
And Dave
so it's smart. It is smart. Travvy takes breathers. I agree. It's really smart.
Oh, and then they just got walking around one another.
A little dance.
A little dance. No, spinning out side slam on the edges of the chair, on the legs of the chair. And now Dragon Sleeper here on Dave Williams. Will Dave Williams be choked out by the Legends champion?
Travvy, you need to go the other way.
But Travvy doesn't need to break it up. Travvy doesn't need to break it up because it's an elimination match. It would only benefit Travvy if one of the two gets found out. And now a very nice pop-up into the boots. And now Travvy T.
They think, no.
Dave doesn't want anybody else to pin Justin. Dave wants to be the one that pins Justin Perreault. He doesn't want the title. He wants to be able to pin.
It's an elimination match.
Yes, I'm very sure. Northern Light suplex by Travvy T, very nicely done. And now a couple of forearms and a couple of chops exchanged by Justin and Travvy T.
Yeah, Dave made his intentions clear. He only wants Justin, so we can see that he only wants Justin because he almost never attacks Travvy in this match. He's only focused on one thing and one thing only.
Yeah, he is only focused on Justin, raining down with the Lou fast press punches right to the gut. I mean, it could be that Dave doesn't know that it's an elimination match, but I know that he wants to pin Justin more than anything in this match.
Yeah, and I can agree on that, you know. I can see why he wants Justin. And with a nice back body drop. And there goes Travvy T, and
immediately when Travvy T goes in, Dave Williams picks up the chair, which he conveniently doesn't use on Justin. At least he hasn't yet. And
Like you
again, he
say,
just puts it down.
He should look around.
Oh, a
Yes.
brain buster!
that's the experience of Justin Perreault. The one with the most title wins in UCW, actually.
Yeah, he actually is indeed. And Justin
That's because he gave himself the title 2 times.
2 times.
And now Travvy T trying to get some momentum up for himself as he sends Justin flying right into Dave Williams. And now the leader of Icon is standing tall over the two other opponents in this match.
2 more experienced ones.
Yeah, two people with more experience here in UCW. Of course, we know that Ace Icon has been in the ring before. We know that he has an incredible resume, as goes for the rest of Icon, and of course their manager, Lillian Turner, has that as well. The fact of the matter
this
is...
Travvy T. One more time. This is Travvy T. I know you've made this mistake before, but this is Travvy T.
Yeah.
Well, you said Ace Icon and the rest of Icon. This is Travvy T.
I'm sorry,
So-
did I? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The fact of the matter is that right now Dave Williams is going to look to strike, and then again Travvy T is not allowing it with a German suplex, and Dave rolls out to the outside. He is not happy about the fact that this opportunity got stolen from him. And now a knee to the kitchen sink. And now Dave Williams with a kick to the gut of Justin. And now a kick to the gut again. And there he goes into the pop-up. Into the flatliner. Very nicely done. Face first goes Justin Perreault.
And his
The right-
legs hit the chair.
the
That
knees,
must have been-
the knees and chins of Justin hit that chair on the way down, and that's gonna hurt a lot more trying to kick out. And now the question is Dave Williams going to go for the pin? Yes, he is. Travvy T isn't doing anything, and that's going to be enough. And Dave has just eliminated the champion. That means we're gonna have a new champion here tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
And Dave
Yes.
must have thought by himself, mission accomplished. I just pinned Justin Perreault.
That's the only thing he cared about. So now he has to care about something else besides that.
Yeah, and he goes into
That
the,
is winning
into the ring
his match
again,
to
and he has
become
the
the new-
chair. And this time, the
Well,
third time
no,
is
shouldn't-
not enough. Travvy T saw through him. The swinging neck breaker, the leg breaker, the leg drop, all on the chair. All while that chair is making it more brutal for Dave Williams. And now the pop up into the double foot stomp, very nicely done. And Travvy T is going to pick up the scraps and become the new Legends champion.
What a victory for Travvy T. Congratulations to Icon, because they are 2 out of 2 on New Dawn, and they have a champion among them.
As you see Travvy T hitting that double foot stomp
And that is
while
the
Justin
first
was
championship.
walking away. And the first champion changed hands in 2020, Ed. Do you have any words for Travvy T?
Well, this is his first championship, and it's not really an important championship. I'm sorry.
Well,
But still, hey, good job, championship.
well, it was his first championship match, and he
I know. I'm just screwing around. Congratulations goes to the leader of Icon. As much as they don't like me, he at least won something.
All right, and we're going to go towards the Arsonist versus Lewis Taylor, and we'll be right back after the entrances.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 220 pounds.
Guys, this one promises to be absolutely amazing.
But as they say, promises are made to be broken, Michael. Though in this case, I think we're safe.
Well, he definitely looks ready for what's ahead of him here tonight, that's for sure.
I'd agree with that, Michael. In fact, I don't remember the last time I saw him in better shape than he's in right now.
We are Legion, for we are many.
And his opponent from Amsterdam, Netherlands, weighing in at 250 pounds, Lewis Taylor.
Get ready, guys. Big-time singles matches coming up here.
And I can assure you these two superstars have been waiting all day to get their hands on each other.
I'd say that he's among the most prideful superstars on the roster today.
Well, when you accomplish what he's been able to accomplish, Michael, you got every right to be proud of yourself.
All right, here we go. A lot of fast entrances. The Arsonist is making his first appearance here inside UCW's borders, the UCW squared circle. And Calvin and Ed, I'm going to have to ask your opinion. What do you think about the Arsonist?
I don't know.
Great answer. What a beautiful BOD member you are. Jesus
I don't know.
Christ. I don't know.
I haven't seen much from him. So
I'm going to wait and see what he does, but this is not only the debut of him, this is the debut of the gatekeeper of UCW.
Yeah, it's new Lewis Taylor.
It's a new Lewis Taylor, yes it is.
We saw him run across the ramp and I was like, dude.
I have never seen a man run with that much purpose, and I don't know. I really don't know. I'm lost for words.
I would have understood if he hated the Arsonist, but these guys don't know each other. Like, yeah. So yeah, this is the match that started with a call-out, an open challenge, and the order accepted. And here we go, another match.
Yeah, the newly appointed gatekeeper of UCW is here to test all the rookies out, as he said. Test them out and see if they can make it in UCW, if they can even get past the gate.
Yeah.
Get past the gate, even though they've already had a contract. That makes a lot of sense. As we see an Arsonist hit on
I am not the gatekeeper, he's the gatekeeper.
Alright, so we're gonna just play along with this.
Why not?
Alright.
And gatekeeper just kicked up not once but twice.
Well, I know I might sound a little.
Look at the Pele kick and the double stomp.
This man has energy for days.
Yes, he really has.
And a very nice snap suplex by the gatekeeper. And I mean, we have to talk a little bit about the character change that Lewis Taylor has gone through the last 2 weeks, building up to New Dawn, eventually settling into this new name as the gatekeeper of UCW. And he has shown much more life ever since he adapted this purpose in life. So Ed, how do you feel about Lewis now having a purpose? What do you think this does for him as a person?
I think he will become much more dangerous than he has been before. I mean, it was already a difficult man to be put down, but now he has a clear purpose. He has a clear vision what to do with his life. And that sounds really sad, but it's true. He has a clear view of his life now, and that is being the gatekeeper of UCW. As the Arsonist.
Just look at 2019. Lewis Taylor was the man with many faces. Every pay-per-view he had like another mask, another face, another attire. And since he joined Legion, he knows what he needs to do.
Yeah, indeed.
But we already we did see Dyrgos of Legion lose. So does this weigh on the mind of someone who's in Legion? How do they cope with loss? Because we haven't really seen that on pay-per-view yet. I mean, for right now, Stephen Bates had the biggest win of his career last pay-per-views, trying to defend the championship later against Jack Harvey. I mean, it was a lot more than they probably have bargained for than maybe they would have expected. But right now they had their first loss, a singles loss on pay-per-view. How does that affect the other members of your group?
I think it makes them stronger.
But don't you go in hand? I mean, we don't know how Dylan Mason leads that group, and we probably will never know. And I think I'm gonna be better off not knowing how Dylan Mason's leader capabilities are. And now a kip up after that sunset flip, incredible! And he's just up in the face of the new and youngcomer Arsonist. I mean, the Arsonist is a really kick-ass name, but he just have to make it work, and that's just the whole thing about it. And now a dropkick right to the back of Lewis Taylor.
Doesn't mean he's gonna burn it down.
It really doesn't mean. I hope not. We spent a lot of money renting this arena, and God, that's gonna be a lot of paperwork if he burns it down. And now a sunset flip by Lewis Taylor, and a reversal. The 1, the 2, oh, and just like that, almost got caught by the Arsonist was Lewis Taylor. And now, ooh, incredible positioning into the double leg Boston Crab. What an incredible transition. The Arsonist showing what he is made of.
The Arsonist is really showing us what kind of technical abilities he has. And Lewis Taylor is showing us what kind of energy he possessed.
Yeah, the power that he possesses is way more than the youngster has at this point. Lewis Taylor is overpowering him, and he's just in his face. He's just waiting. He's waiting for the Arsonist to show signs of life, and then he immediately puts them down again. He is testing out the rookie.
Is a 40-year-old man that is almost a legend in our business, and is like the younger man Arsonist. I don't think Lewis Taylor is that old. I mean, he is a gatekeeper of hell, apparently, so maybe he is like 8 years old.
Something like that.
Yeah, maybe he's like 5,000
Oh, and a twisting cutter here by the Arsonist. Will it be enough to put down the gatekeeper and send him into the pearly gates in a kick out at 2?
No, Lewis Taylor.
The pearly gates is a different kind of gates. I don't think.
Listen, we don't know what kind of gate Arsonist would go through right now. We're not even sure what gate Lewis Taylor is trying to.
He was talking about the gate of hell.
Oh, very nice! What an incredible suplex
by Lewis Taylor is keeping the gates.
Will it be enough? The 2 and the 3, and Lewis Taylor beats the Arsonist, keeping the gates closed for him right now.
Well, for now.
For now, indeed, and we'll see him later on. And of course, we are going to say congratulations to Lewis Taylor for finally finding his own voice, his own persona, his own personal reason to live.
And not only Lewis Taylor, and Legion as well.
Yes, and we'll see you right next with our final match of part 1.
The following contest is a tables match and is for the United States Championship.
Is this your time of need? You're turning to the light. You have just begun to explore the dark in the urban night.
Match, we're likely to see a blue chip crown here tonight.
You just had to know all about the world, but you will never know, 'cause no one ever told you how. The world is on fire, and you are here to stay and burn with me. A funeral pyre.
Must be going through the mind of the challenger. Just moments
We are here to rebel forever. The world is on fire,
the most important matches in his career.
and we are tied as one eternally. A funeral pyre. And we are ready for me. A little bit of love, a little bit of grief, a little bit of pain and misery, a little bit of strife in life, and I survive. My back is getting pushed up against the wall. I'm never giving up, I give my all. I'm never looking back, attack. It's in the past.
For the chance to prove to everyone that there truly is none better in all.
You ain't ready for me. Give me your best shot, the stronger I stand. Not looking for sympathy. What doesn't kill me makes me who I am. A soldier fights till he's free. You ain't ready for me. You ain't ready. You ain't ready. You ain't ready. You ain't ready for me. A little bit of hope, a little bit of hurt, a little bit of guilt.
This right here is the championship that gained a lot
All
of
right,
prestige in
let's
short
go.
order, guys.
It's the UCW United States Championship, and it's on the line right now. It's Maartrix, the champion, defending against Jake Van Dijk. And if you're having trouble to figure out who's who because of the matching color scheme, the one
Are they a former
with
tag
red
team?
hair and face paint is Maartrix.
You would almost think they are a tag team fighting each other.
You
You
would
know.
almost say so, yeah. Do you and Rainbow have like a color scheme later on tonight?
I'm getting a deja vu.
Wolf
guys.
is his name. It's Wolf.
And of course, this match happened because both men got one victory over each other.
Yeah, they've been going at it for a while now, and every time we see them together, it's just magic.
And I need to mention, this is a tables match. And Jake is dancing.
I saw a table, so I was thinking it was a table match. But hey, it's always good to know for sure.
Very nicely done, and a draping neck breaker here by Jake Van Dijk, who's looking for his second UCW United States Championship win. Of course, he did win it at the end of 2018, almost, yeah, technically 2 years ago, but really doesn't matter how you put it. He brought in the first table, though.
He brought in the United States title into New Dawn last year. So, of course, he wants the title around his waist. Well, he said in a promo he didn't care about the title. He just wants to hurt Maartrix. And the loving and caring Jake got a change in character, I guess.
He's not that loving and caring anymore. He's just judging everyone. Like the judge should. I mean, it's not a big
It
change.
is in his name, though. Yeah, I kind of have
Yeah,
to
it
agree
is
with
in his
Ad on
name.
that one. It is what he studied for. It is what he he wanted to be all this time, but he wanted, I think in the beginning he wanted to be a different kind of judge, you know. He wanted to be the judge, the caring judge. A very nice plunger here by Maartrix, and he's just firing up to the crowd, and the crowd is eating it up like wildfire. Incredible, Maartrix being able to get them off their feet so easily. It just is second nature to this guy.
It really is the famous battles of last year against Dyrgos. Everybody remembers that. And he's looking to add more matches to his legacy with Jake Van Dijk.
And of course, Jake had a rough end of 2019 as well, falling out with his former brother, Vinny Jones, and he lost the European title before that. So he's since he changed a lot about himself, he's trying to get himself back on track, and we can see that he's a changed man.
Yeah, in everything, his attitude, the way he talks, the way he just acts in the ring. It's a completely different judge altogether, and maybe he found out that the judgment system is just not fair. So let's just become the judge I'm supposed to be.
Yeah, it really does feel a little bit like that. I feel like the approach that he did before, although it was decent and it was well thought out, it just doesn't work on the long run. As a judge, you need to be decisive. As a judge, you need to be firm, yet full of justice, you know, and that is what he tried to do. And I think right now he has a much more of a chance to get respected as the figurehead of the law that he is supposed to be.
But that is the problem. He wants to be loved.
I thought he was going for a suplex. He was teasing me. He was teasing me. Jake teased us there. He teased us there. Very nicely
really
done.
teased us there. But yeah, like I forgot what I was about to say. It was something about the justice business.
Of course, one mistake will cost you the match. You don't have to pin each other. You don't have to submit each other. You just have to put each other through the table. It's simple as that.
It doesn't matter if it's a toe, if it's a tiny little finger. Anything that goes through that table is the end.
You just have to go through it. Oh, and
the table didn't break.
The table didn't give any weight off.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes. All right. That just happened. All right. Cool.
That just happened.
And now, and a Russian leg sweep, very nicely done here by Jake.
Yeah, but that's just the thing. Jake wanted to be loved as a judge, but judges aren't loved. They aren't loved. Because they, in fact, the judgment. And people don't like to be judged.
I think the last person who really loved Jake was his old and former partner, Sander. Where was it, Sander?
Sander isn't everybody's partner.
But I have to say, Jake now, with the suplex, and again teasing us a little bit. Again teasing us. What a little tease that dude is.
I remembered, it was the Butcher.
That's the name I haven't heard for a long time.
Yeah, but he was actually the former partner of Jake.
Oh, and now Jake has him up his shoulders. And again a tiger slam. Slams him down. Very nicely done.
Punches to the head.
And he's really punishing Maartrix. Jake told us we will see the real Jake from now on. Someone awakened him, and
so is he gonna execute them as well? Because that, you know.
Now Jake goes for the Lady Justice, going for Lady Justice, and he puts Maartrix through, and Jake wins the UCW United States Championship
for the second time in his career.
The second one to win the title 2 times behind his former tag team partner, if you have to agree with Calvin, Sander Cool. Because apparently Sander has teamed with absolutely everybody in UCW.
No. Sonny, it was Sander the Butcher.
Wait. Did Sander team with you as well, Calvin? Were you a competitor somewhere in the indie scene?
Nope.
Okay. But congratulations go to Jake Van Dijk. He is showing why a judge indeed has all the power.
Alright, and we'll see you on part 2.
Goodbye.